Hello and welcome to the Average FPLers podcast, FPL4. My name's Russell, and as always, I'm joined by Mike. How we doing?
Oh, hoy, hoy.
Ahoy. FPL4 time. We pick 4 players for the upcoming game week that we predict are going to do well, and we're competing against each other throughout the season. To see how we do. So first up, game week 34 is still on. But I think all our players have played, so we'll see how we've done. Pretty high scoring week. So Mike, 57, which could potentially be a new record for this. We don't know. We'll have to check back. Um, but yeah, that's
Not
pretty good.
bad. Hello, ladies. I'm a champion.
20 points behind me with 37 and Gaz on 28. Although Gaz could have been a lot more, but he changed Gerbich and Dominic Calvert-Lewin from Mateta and Pickford. So yeah,
Yeah, so
his score
just
could have been considerably higher.
yes, just that's what 30, 39, just 48 points difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not bad to tank yourself that way.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's because
But
he'd put Matera in his actual team, so he couldn't have him in this. Same about
oh,
Pickford as well.
you and all your ridiculous rules. It's just
Yep. Yep.
if you had him in both, 48 points, he would have overtaken you, right?
It would have definitely helped him catch me. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's only like 30 points in it.
yeah.
48 points, big deal.
Yep. Yep.
Everything's wide open again then.
Oh well, he didn't. So it's
And
good.
he would have had the record. He would have had 60 odd points.
Yeah.
Excuse you, burpee.
I mean, I was gonna say, we all picked bad in defence, but actually you picked alright with Trent. Annoyingly, I was going to go
Yeah, no.
Trent, and then I went Robertson instead.
Well, I figured I wouldn't have him on my I wouldn't have him on my free hit because there was too many doubts about whether he'd play both games. Like the rumors were Gomez would get one game. Um, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have mattered. Liverpool was shite anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it, the only two Liverpool players that scored anything reasonable was Alexander Arnold and Jota. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kind of, in the grand scheme of things, probably if I'd gone Jota, I might have gone Ben White in defence.
Mm.
So I could have eked out some more points. But
That would have been even better. Yeah.
yeah, but 57. I'm happy enough. We all went. Well, I thought we'd all gone for Mateta until I heard the Gaz revelation this morning or
Yeah.
this afternoon. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Havertz looked like it was a bad pick after the first game, and then they absolutely destroyed Chelsea and getting him one up on his old club, who basically said he wasn't
Yeah.
good enough.
I
Quite
was
funny.
I was hoping that was going to happen, and I did consider putting him in, but being an Arsenal
I
fan, I
didn't.
didn't want to jinx it, so I thought, oh no, I
Yeah,
won't.
I didn't pick him on that basis. I just picked him that um I liked the idea of him, but I
Mm.
wasn't going to put him on the free hit because I'd already committed to playing two Arsenal attackers, and it would have been holding on to Odegaard,
Yeah.
then adding Saka to the mix. If I'd gone Odegaard and Havertz, what a joy!
Yeah.
Right. So at least Saka got 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it's not a lot, but it's honest points, which is more than can be said for the Liverpool players in my team. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, the only one who I guess blanked, if you will, was Jose Sarr, but he made a significant amount of saves to get save points, which is why
Yeah.
he's on the 6 points. So, and that wasn't that all that bad in the end because I don't remember who we would have gone for as alternates.
Oh, annoyingly, I did consider Pickford. I think he was I think
Oh
initially, I
yeah,
think early in the week I thought Pickford, and then for some reason I changed to Saar when it came to it. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
I don't think I ever.
I've done as bad as Gaz really. Yeah,
Yeah,
could have put Havertz
I
in,
think
could have put
I, I think
Pickford
I
in.
dismissed him because they lost 6-0, and I was like, nah, you're all right. I'll pass on that.
Ah,
No
yeah,
way they
actually,
can
yeah, I
beat.
think I thought Pickford before the 6-0 dropping, and then after that, I thought, nah,
I
nah.
thought, there's no way they'll keep a clean sheet, let alone two. And
Yeah.
Pickford would practically get 10 points in almost each game.
Or maybe I'd had Pickford the week before. I can't remember. But yeah,
You might have.
yeah, it's
Sounds
possible.
familiar.
Yeah. Oh well. Um, but yeah, let's have a look, see how that's affected the scores. So yeah, you've taken a bit more of a lead now. Um, so you're on
Nothing
six
major, but
three
a little bit.
six. I'm on 598. So I'm nearly at the 600 mark, and Gaz on 554. So yeah, there was
It's
still a
still
couple of
relatively.
doubles and stuff. So
So two double game weeks left. It starts to get a bit unpredictable towards the end of the season as well.
yeah,
Once relegation's confirmed for some teams,
yeah.
I wouldn't.
Although
Nothing done.
we have got some doubles coming up, but we've got an interesting midfield. So yeah, there you go, little
Oh wow,
taster.
little revelations there. I see.
Yeah. But right, let's see our goalkeepers. Uh, I have gone Pickford this week. I mean, after
I
two
bet you
clean
have.
sheets, I thought, Pickford, that seems like a good
Can't go
choice.
against him now, can you? You're like, I've got to have him.
There. You've gone for a Nana, which seems
What's his name?
dangerous. Um, and Gaz has gone for Martinez.
Aston Villa.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's another goalie called Martinez.
No, well, that Martinez is the Villa keeper. Martinez is the United centre back. So that's what I was making sure.
But he's injured,
Yes, he
and
is.
he's not a
Well, no, no,
goalkeeper.
I know, but it's a late at night. You might be getting confused.
No. Well,
No,
I don't think so. Maybe though, but yeah,
maybe. So
yeah.
who Villa got
Chelsea
at home?
at home. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a gamble.
yeah, yeah. Well, maybe. Although Villa are in good form, so
Have they kept many clean sheets recently?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Arsenal, they kept a clean sheet, obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah. Um, I think they kept a clean sheet this game week. I can't
they
remember
do.
now.
You're making me doubt myself. I don't think they did, but maybe.
I don't know. I think they did. Oh no, they didn't.
That was against Bournemouth, right?
Bournemouth, yeah,
2-1.
3-1.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Watkins got 2 assists.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, annoyingly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, he's always a good shout. Um, I mean, yeah, Anana seems brave. Man, you don't seem to be keeping any clean sheets.
Well, I mean, but Man United are at home to Burnley, right? So
Yeah, although they were
as
playing Sheffield United tonight and they conceded two.
yeah, but Sheffield United are Sheffield United, didn't they? Burnley are
Mm.
Burnley. So I don't know. It just seemed like when I made my initial picks, I didn't want to start changing things around too much. And so I kind of boxed myself into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot. Goalkeepers are goalkeepers at this point. You either go for a double game week or one, or you go for one that's got what looks like the easiest fixture on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And so once, I mean, given away my double game week choices have gone elsewhere, um, it just seemed like if there was going to be a clean sheet, regardless of whatever happened this evening that I didn't know yet, it felt like Man United at home to Burnley would be a good place to stake it, because I don't think Burnley are great on their travels, if I remember. As much
Hmm.
as Man United have been bad, I don't think have got a huge amount of goals away from home. They quite like getting players sent off when they're away.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
That's a good point.
that was also a mitigating factor in my
Hmm.
belief. I thought, oh, if they get someone sent off early again, like they have at least on I think 3 occasions away from home, then Man United should cruise to a clean sheet. It's not guaranteed, but they should. So yeah, um, that was the only real reason, to be honest. If I'd seen that they'd struggled against Sheffield United before I made these picks, I might have conceded and gone, do you know what? Yeah, no, I should probably go for a different goalkeeper.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it just seemed like an okay choice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Could could pay off. I don't know. Yeah. But
Yeah, probably
Burnley
won't.
are obviously fighting to stay in the league, and they're putting up quite a
Yeah.
good fight at the moment. So.
Well, they beat Sheffield United, right?
Hmm.
Quite convincingly
I don't think they've
in the
lost
end.
in the last few games. They've been eking out
No,
draws and points here and there. So.
it's a revival.
Hmm.
It to give them the more hope than they had like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If they pick up I mean, if they pick up all 3 points against Man United, then they're right in the mix potentially to stay up. But um, I don't know. It really feels like it's between Luton and Nottingham Forest for that final spot.
Yeah.
But stranger things have happened in the Premier League. So,
True. Yeah.
and still, as I'm saying this, to kind of sort of bigging up Burnley, I'm still keeping Anana. So, I guess if he's not keeping a clean sheet, a lot of save points. That's my only hope. Is
Mhm.
I guess
Yeah.
that'll do.
Yeah. Uh, and yeah, I'm gambling on Pickford keeping a third clean sheet in a row. Is it a third clean sheet in a row?
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah. They
But
lost 6-0 and then 2 clean sheets and so.
yeah. At home again, Brentford. Yeah, although Brentford have been doing well as well. So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Don't know.
Brentford are
But
in form.
I mean, I didn't see the game tonight, but I think he did quite well tonight. So well, obviously
He
kept
did
a
quite
clean
well.
sheet. So
He made some good saves. I mean, Liverpool were guilty of some gilt-edged chances not being taken. Like Diaz hit the bar,
mm-hmm.
I think he hit the
Typical.
post. Uh,
Typical.
yeah. So, uh, and yeah. So he is making sure that everyone understands why he is England's number one with the form he's been in. And I guess the 6-0 wasn't really his fault either, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
I think he did have an off game, but yeah, not
he weren't
completely his
great, but
fault.
yeah, it wasn't kind of like Bournemouth dropping Neto kind of bad
No,
game.
no, yeah,
And obviously, if you lose 6-0, it's it's very rarely one individual that's the problem for a result like that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think you should be fine. Although, Brentford are the form team.
Yeah. Well, one of the form
Brentford,
teams.
Bournemouth,
So,
Brentford, Bournemouth, and Palace are the form teams right now.
although I think they're now mathematically safe. So whether they take their foot off the gas a little bit, I don't know. But
Yeah. Well, they're playing without Tony, and they're
mm,
better. So
yeah,
read into
yeah,
that what you will.
yeah, interesting. But, mm, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
As long as
Um,
Region keeps doing well, because they'll buy him. So that's all I care
oh
about.
yeah, it's true. Uh, right, defenders. Ah, yeah, a triple up. We've all gone for Fabian Schär.
Have we?
We have. Yeah.
That's surprising because I thought I'd gone for Cucurella. So
Ah, there you go. No, you went for Schär.
yeah, I think this. I'll give you my reason. It's one and only reason. Is I want Kieran Trippier in my side, and if I've got Kieran Trippier in my side, it means Share won't be because I won't have double Newcastle defence.
Yeah,
So I thought I better put him in. I better put him in this
that's fair.
because he does love a goal. And I'm pretty. Did he get a goal against Sheffield United when they pasted them 8-0? I know Dan Burn did.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I know that was one of the
Yeah,
reasons I picked him because, and I'm thinking of bringing him into our team is, yeah, he has been up there with some goals lately. So,
he gets like anything between 3 and 6 goals a season, so he's
yeah,
he's reliable for that. There's never any different, and it's not just like set pieces. You can score some worldies like the one he got against Paris Saint-Germain.
yeah.
So
And
yeah, he's capable of it.
with Trippier flagged, whether Trippier plays or not, I thought, oh, well, the next best thing is Fabian Schär. So,
Daryl Livramento. Oh, Big Dan Burn. I mean, like I said, Big Dan Burn scored against Sheffield United in the reverse fixture.
yeah, true. But I think Schär's better. And Livramento, well, I guess if Trippier's out, Livramento plays, but he's a bit dodgy for maybe not playing. So,
Yeah, the only reason he wouldn't play is either he's injured still himself or Trippier's fit. Other than that, there's no reason he wouldn't. I,
mm,
I don't know if he played tonight. Maybe he did. I
I
didn't
don't know.
really.
I did check him the other week, and I checked his minutes, and he hadn't got that many, and I was like, oh,
That's because he
maybe,
was injured too.
maybe.
Newcastle were going for a bit of an injury crisis at the back still, even though they were still beat. They were just like really good going forwards. So yeah,
Well,
again,
he didn't play tonight, so there you
no.
go.
So he must still be injured. Oh, he didn't come
Uh,
off the bench.
he was on the bench.
Yeah. So he's not fully fit. He's not fully fit yet.
Hmm.
Emil Kraft played, and Kraft obviously has, he's played a lot more recently, but there's no way that I think Newcastle envisioned he would play as much as he has this season.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, there. So at the moment, it's just a battle of the goalkeepers. But I
Same
said,
as when we went with Tess.
yeah, midfield is interesting because we've gone Tottenham, but we've all gone for different players. So Gaz has gone Madison, you've gone Brennan Johnson, and I've gone Son.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's a gamble. Which one's going to do better?
Eh,
I
I
think
guess
I,
everyone's got their.
I think I went for the obvious kind of safe one in Son, but yeah, I could have quite easily gone for either one of the other ones as well. So,
Well, of the three, I've got the other two in my draft right now.
hmm,
Um, Brennan Johnson's same sort of reasoning as Cher. I don't think I'm going to find space for him in my actual real team,
mm-hmm,
but he is possibly the most likely to play both games. Um, he's got better attacking stats than Madison's got of late,
yeah,
and you know maybe we don't qualify for the Champions League this year, but if he keeps progressing the way he is, Brennan Johnson, from what he was last season,
mm,
um, at Nottingham Forest to what he will be next season, he could be an absolutely fantastic winger.
oh yeah, I think he's fitting really
And
nicely. He suits Tottenham, and
yeah, and the other reason is that Arsenal's only problem area
down the
is left
left,
back.
yeah,
So if he was given a set of instructions to actually run at the defender that's there, which could be Kiwior or it might be oh what's his name? It might be Tomiyasu
Tomiyasu,
as
yeah.
opposed to thingy.
If we're worried
Um,
about it, we'll probably play Tomiyasu because that's what we did in
so
the
I'm
Champions
saying,
League. So,
and if that's the case, you're gonna tell someone like Brendan Johnson, yeah, go for it, push him, see if you can get an early yellow card, and then keep pushing.
if Arsenal plays Zinchenko, then Johnson's gonna have a field day. So
Yes.
let's hope
He-
they don't.
So either Zinchenko's still got an injury, or he's just completely out of favour at this point because
I
he's not got
think
it at all.
I don't think Arteta trusts him defensively either. So Zinchenko plays in what you would deem maybe easier games, or he starts and then he gets hooked early when we start to come under a bit of pressure.
True, but he hasn't even I don't think he's even played the easier games recently though, has he? I don't remember.
Uh, yeah, he did
Like
played one the
Wolves
other
would have
week.
been yeah, but Wolves had like only 10 fit first teamers, and he still didn't play that game.
Yeah, I don't think Arteta
Right?
trusts him, and
No,
I'm not surprised.
that's
Not
no, I
surprised.
guess
Every
not.
time I see him, he's the player that worries me, and I get annoyed because he
Yeah.
just makes
So
silly mistakes, and he can't
so
defend.
yeah, in that essence, the weakest part of Arsenal is the left side, and Brennan's going to play on the right. So
Hmm.
I figured that was if there's ever a chance of getting something from an attacker, with the exception of Richarlison. If we knew Richarlison was going to play both, then I would
Mm.
have had Richarlison in here all day. And they were the only two real that I had in my mind was either Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, or Palmer in case Palmer's not fit
Yeah,
and I drop him from my actual team. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
yeah. I mean, well, hopefully they do well against Chelsea.
I mean, it could be an absolute field day because both teams' defenses are absolute trash at the moment.
Mm,
So
yeah.
they could play out a 3-3 draw, and no one would be shocked by that.
I mean, if it's as mad as the last Tottenham Chelsea game, then it'd definitely be worth watching.
Oh, no clean sheets, that's for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be worth
yeah,
watching.
no, but it'd be
No
exciting.
clean sheets, red cards galore.
Yep. Yeah. God, yeah, that was mad. But yeah, we'll see. Right,
Oh, Romero.
forwards, and got another triple up. So literally, literally,
Oh my
it's
word!
midfield versus goalkeepers this week because we've all gone Jackson. God knows why. We clearly haven't been watching the last two games Chelsea have played. Um,
I have. I just didn't think I was going to put Jackson in my team. So I figured if I'm not going to put him in my team because I can't find room for him, I might as well put him in this.
yeah.
And I think I feel safer about putting him in this. I've got Jackson in my draft team, and I've had Jackson in my draft all season long.
Hmm.
And he rarely offers anything,
Mm-hmm.
but he has played pretty much every week because Chelsea haven't got anyone else. So
Yeah.
you get something sometimes. Like the other week when the shock win at Everton, they got Jackson got 14 points, which was quite good for my draft team. Um,
Well,
do I?
he's got a double to get points in,
Yeah.
and I just thought, oh, he's got to score eventually, surely. I
I
mean,
mean, if he doesn't, a couple of assists I'll take.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
Um,
not fussy when it comes to Jackson.
Plus, with Palmer flagged, I didn't want to go the goalkeeper or defender. So my only option left was to go Jackson to have a doubler in this. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a
not
shame
confident,
actually because if
but it doesn't really matter anyway because we've all picked the same. So
no, we all picked the same, so the points are not going to change that dramatically. It's a shame, really. I should have gone. If I thought I'd had, should have gone Cucurella. I should have gone Cucurella, and then I would have had to have a different forward, which should have been, I
mm,
guess, Isaac or
mm,
probably Haaland slash Alvarez, more because they've got Nottingham Forest away, and that could be. a decent score for Man City as well because they've had a week off.
Yeah.
Well, 4 or 5 days off, sorry.
Yeah.
And Man City didn't go to extra time like Man United did.
True.
And like
Although Pep was having a right moan about, weren't he, his usual self, even though they've got a
everyone
massive
had.
squad. Oh, we had to play. Oh, we just played Champions League. Blah blah blah. Boo hoo. It's like,
They all moan,
Jesus,
don't they?
get
I
over
mean,
it.
Klopp moans about afternoon kickoffs. Guardiola moans. I'm sure Pochettino might have had a bit of a moan because they play a lot of
Mm.
fixtures. And Gilchrist started at. I think did Gilchrist start at Arsenal, which is not great for a debut, like a starting debut after having signed a new contract and broken into the Chelsea team to make your full home debut and you
Yeah.
get battered 5-0.
Yeah, it's not great.
So,
Yeah. I don't know.
um, yeah. So it is what it is. Chelsea, they're not of Chelsea of old from like 3, 4, 5 years ago. It's a mid-table, finding their feet type Chelsea, which is
I just remembered I
you know,
predicted them to win the league.
you did. That's
That
still
is
funny.
that is funny. That is
It's
really
still
funny.
funny. Um,
Yep, that is
and it's
funny.
the fact as well. I mean, at the moment, there are a lot of people calling for Pochettino's head. They're saying that he's been bad football. He should go. But all I see happening is they sack Pochettino, they bring in another new manager,
Mm.
and they go and buy another 5, 10, 15 players and shake up the. And then the players just they're already used to it right now.
Yep.
They know that the manager won't last very long. Kind of like what it feels like at Man United. They know that they're outlast the manager.
Mm.
Mourinho was caught saying this week. He said, "Yeah, a lot of the players that I didn't want from 5, 6 years ago are
Still
still
there.
there."
Yeah.
Uh, and once certain players have got that sort of power, or they know that it doesn't matter, they're the ones that are the consistents,
Mm-hmm.
or constants. Sorry, not consistents.
Yeah.
Um, and with Chelsea, it's not one or two who think that because they own about 55 players. And Casado this season, I mean, the amount of times you could say he's out of 10, his performances have been like 2 or 3 out of 10. They've been absolutely diabolical. And he cost £100 million.
Mm.
Enzo Fernandez has been even worse, and he cost what, 160 million, something like that, 170 million.
Yep.
Nicholas Jackson, all right, he's been bad, but it's his first season, and he lost the player he formed a great partnership with in pre-season, which was Nkunku.
Mm.
Nkunku's been the greatest loss because he looked like he was going to completely drive that Chelsea team, but some of the other buys as well, like Mudrik's still not justifying his price tag, which is for Arsenal fans must be absolutely elated. Like
Oh yeah, love
Shakhtar
it.
Donetsk wanted like
Yeah.
nearly 90 million, and you know
Yeah. Oh no,
Arsenal
yes.
said, yeah, he's not worth that. He's unproven. And Shakhtar were like, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Chelsea were like, yeah, we'll give him that. We'll give him an 8-year contract. And, he plays one on, one off almost at the moment. So he's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And Trossard, at least, has been far more consistent than that when he has to deputise or start. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a shame, though. It's kind of a drab FPL4 because it's a double game week, but I guess we're all a bit
Yeah.
jaded from the quick turnover.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But
Or maybe just none of us are putting these players in our team, with the exception of Share, maybe, but none of us
uh,
are putting Jackson in there.
yeah. Well, I've got Son. I might be putting Share in, but maybe Trippier. But yeah.
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 Oh well, we'll
Yeah.
see, right?
We'll see. See.
Still another big double. This
Collect
still another
our
big double.
collect our
Loads to
2
go.
points from Jackson. So
Yeah, fuck it, right? Two
yeah.
over 2 games, 1 point each game.
Yeah.
Handy stuff. 2 yellow cards. Sounds like Jackson.
Is
And
he
Jackson at the
close to a
beginning of the season.
suspension though?
No, so he needed one more yellow card to get 2 game suspension.
Mm-hmm.
But after you cross into the 32 games,
Okay, so he's cleared
The
it.
threshold goes up. Yeah, so he needs to get 6 yellows now to get a 2 or 3 game suspension.
Oh, so unless he gets a red, we should be all right.
He should be fine.
Yeah.
That's not people are not picking him based on that. They're just picking him,
Yeah.
not picking him because he can't score.
I just look because they got obviously got Tottenham, they got Villa as well, and I thought about their high line, and then I remember
Oh
back
yeah,
to
both got
that.
highlights.
I remember back to that Chelsea Tottenham game earlier in the season, and
Yeah,
Jackson could not stay on side,
no,
so I
and
expect loads of offsides in both those
and
games.
Jackson for a good proportion of that game was 1-on-1 against Eric Dyer
Mm, yeah.
because Eric Dyer had to come on after we got Romero sent off,
Yeah.
and yeah, funny how things turn out. Dyer, that was like one of his only games this season. He nearly scored before Chelsea went and run away with it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I think he played like 1, 2 more games after, and Dyer somehow ends up at Bayern Munich on a permanent deal. He gets man of the match in the Champions League fixture against Arsenal that knocks him out.
Hmm.
And he's Bayern Munich's first choice starting centre back of all the centre backs they got.
Hmm.
They got Delict, they got a Parmacano, they've got some quality young centre backs, and everyone's going, yeah, no, none of those boys.
Eric
Eric
Dyer.
Dyer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Maybe you
So
weren't all that bad.
maybe not. I
Yeah.
mean, same with a lot of players when they're at a club for a bit too long, and then
Yeah,
they fall
true.
out of favour.
Yeah.
It's he could have stayed. We could have given him another contract in the summer, a bit stupidly, which would have tied him up for the rest of his career at Tottenham. But if his
Mhm.
heart's not in it and hasn't been in it for a while,
True.
that would be the scenario that's happening at Man United and Chelsea, right?
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, certain players like Thiago Silva's wife does not shut a fucking cake hole criticizing Chelsea players and Chelsea management. So the fact that he's leaving now on a free this summer,
Hmm.
I mean, it's probably a sigh of relief for whoever. I mean, if Pochettino isn't the manager, whoever comes in as the manager, because she just doesn't give it a rest ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Although from what we just saying, she might have a point.
she's definitely got a point, but
Yeah.
still, having your 40-year-old centre back's wife say it seems to be more salt in the wounds than it does like you going, yeah, actually, I think she's got a point. You're like, oh god,
Yeah, it's probably
you know,
not great,
she,
but there you go.
she's highlighting the issues blatantly. Uh, but
But
yeah, that's for another
yeah,
day.
yeah, but yeah, cool. Well, in that note, I think we can wrap it up there. Um, yeah, thanks everyone for listening. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Average FPLers. And if you want to join our mini league, the code is 5FDX0Q. Yeah, we'll be back next week to see how we did and give our FPL4 choices for game week 36. So yeah, till then, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Ta-ra.